Oh, hiccup. Have to excuse me, I've got the hiccups for some unknown reason. Hopefully they will subside before too long. Oh dear. Oh, somebody come in. Somebody's giving me a thumbs up. Thank you. Whoever it may be, thank you. Oh dear. Hope my coffee's not too hot. I'm going to take me pills. Hi, Martin. I've got the hiccups. It's cold, Esther. That's all I can say about it. It's cold. It's not raining, but it's cold. Blooming cold. Oh, my heating bill is going to be awful. But never mind. Never mind. Will you all visit me when I'm in the debtor's prison? Yeah. Oh dear. Never mind. Take me pills. Oh, that was a bit hot to try and swallow it down, and I've got another one to swallow. Oh, let's hope it... Oh, hello, Ephraim. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get my monkey in the right place. It's my monkey hot water pad. Not hot water pad, hot heat pad. Oh dear. I decided I'd tidy out the spare bedroom on Thursday. And merrily going away then. I didn't feel too bad. And then I suddenly sort of stopped and it was like, eek, done too much. Yesterday I wasn't too bad. And yet this morning I got up and it's like, Janet, you are so stupid. You know that anyway, don't you? I don't need to tell you that I'm so stupid. But when I'm in the mood to do housework, I just forget that I'm not 22 and in full possession of my muscles and faculties. I tend to think, hey, you're feeling okay today. I've just turned mine off actually because it's been on all day, so I'm hoping it stays warm enough. And where's me? I've lost my crochet hook. Lost my crochet hook. Ooh. Oh, found it. Found it. I'm on my second sleeve. The only problem is when you're not using a pattern, when you're doing it yourself, getting the second one to match the first one is kind of tricky. Tricky. Yeah, it's been a cold day here. Yeah. I've got my security light put up. Whoosh, I think the hiccups have stopped. My friend's husband came today and put my security light up. So, yeah. So I'm quite happy about that. Where's the end? Oh, it's there. I stopped in the middle of a row, which I don't usually do. Ooh-wee. I've got a security light now, so hopefully. Well, my next door neighbour started leaving his outdoor lights on all night, which kind of lights up both sides of the drive. Islander. And my friend's husband put a security light on top of the garage. It's a solar one. So it comes on. Well, I thought it came on if anybody came near it, but it appears to be on all the time. But I'm not bothered. It's not costing me anything because it's solar, isn't it? So I'm not bothered if it stays on all night. Yeah. Hey ho. So Yeah, I've got me monkey, the heat pad monkey, because my back is going. Oh, because Janet is stupid, you know, she does too much and then she pays for it. I was trying to hoover today and I've got a shark and all the weight's in the handle. Oh, and it doesn't half hurt. I'd rather use the big vacuum. But I was hoovering the conservatory, and the conservatory is like a postage stamp, so you can't get the big hoover in there. You have to hoover it with a little hoover. So anyway, I'm glad I've got that security light up now. I feel a bit more secure. Now whoever comes up near my garage will be floodlit. I've got you under my light. What have I got to tell you? Not a lot, really. Not a lot. I spoke to Sue. She's been a great, well, she's been a great grandma again. She's got a great grandson now and a great granddaughter. So her granddaughter's been busy. I've forgotten what the first boy's called, but the little girl's called Matilda. Matilda. It's a good old-fashioned name, isn't it, Matilda? Yeah. Be like Alcatraz. Listen, if it keeps them... Where I used to live, they're having a spate of burglaries where I used to live. Don't know why they can't catch the little beggars. There's enough people looking out for them now. I just hope they don't move districts and move up here. Oh dear. Yeah. What have I got to tell you? Not a lot, really. I haven't been out, except I went to Knit Club on Wednesday. I didn't go on Monday because it was blooming cold. And on a Monday, I've got to wait by the tram, wait for the tram in the cold. And I'm a bit of a wimp, so I didn't go on a Monday. My friend that came today with her husband that, did me light, she called and collected the shawls. I got the shawls back. But the lady who said she couldn't give the shawls to anybody, she kept 3 lap blankets. Nice of her. So anyway, they've gone now to another lady who can give them to the nursing home. So now I can start again. That's why I started doing the spare bedroom, because I had 3 great big black bin bags full of oddments that somebody had given me. Anyway, I went through them all and sorted out the tiny little balls like that and gave them to my friend that came today, because she makes amigurumis and little things. So she said, don't throw the little balls away. I said, they're so little, I can't go across a row of a shawl. So she said, oh no, I'll use them. So she's got a bag full of them. You should learn how to crochet. It's much easier and quicker once you get the hang of it, yeah? If I was in Costa del Gateshead, I would try to show you, but I've got no patience, I should tell you. I am the worst person to teach anybody to crochet. I used to do all right until I had a lady with dementia. And she was in my class, and every week she'd forgotten. Well, she'd even forgotten what I'd told her by the end of the lesson. And it was very, very difficult. Every week it was, can you show me again how to do my chain? I said, go home and practice when you've left here. Go home and practice. She said, I would, but I've forgotten when I get home. I thought, oh, I've got no chance here. Yeah. I've never done the loom knitting, Martin, so I wouldn't... No, it seems a bit slower to me because I'm a knitter, you see, and a crocheter. So it seems a bit slower to me doing loom knitting. Does anybody else beside Martin do loom knitting? Anybody else done it? Yeah. I remember a lady called Dina. Does anybody remember Dina? She used to do loom knitting hats for charity. She moved house and then she went off off YouTube. So I think she's still on Instagram. Something to do with cats it is now. Because she had 3 or 4 cats here. So I don't know. I haven't spoke to. I've spoke to Val. Spoke to Sue. Yeah, it would be nice to have another string to your bow. Man, you do your patchwork, don't you, as well? You don't just do the loom knitting, you do your models. I don't mean mannequin models, I mean little models. What do they call them? Oh, I don't know what you call them. You make a little tiny model of them and paint it. What do you call it? I was going to say scale extra, but that's something completely different, isn't it? Well, she taught herself to crochet with YouTube, did she, Linda? Yeah. Warhammer figures. Well, I wouldn't know about Warhammer, but I know about little figures. My son used to, I think he used to do aircraft and things like that when he was little. But to be quite honest, he got more glue on himself than he got on the aircraft. Oof, now this is too hot. This is burning me. My monkey, I keep calling him a teddy bear, but he's not. He's a monkey, isn't he? I'll put him on my knee. He's a bit too hot on my back at the moment. He's just come out the microwave. I taught myself to crochet with a book because there was no such thing as YouTube. I'm that ancient. I had to learn from a book. And that is far more difficult than learning on YouTube. Yeah. Da-dee-da-dee. I was watching Jeanette today, Linda, and she's talking about her crochet, and she crochets UK way as well. When she said a treble, I thought, yeah, that's my girl. She's using UK terms. She's getting a doggy next week. Monday, I think she's getting a dog. She's getting is it a Bichon Friche? Whatever. I can never say that word. Bichon Friche or something. Man was just a mutt. He was a cross between a boxer and a staffy. My son insisted he was called a bull boxer because Staffordshire Bull Terrier and a boxer. But I just called him a mongrel. He looked very boxerish. He had a sort of a slight boxerish face, but he didn't have the nose, the turned up nose like a boxer has. You've all seen pictures of him anyway, because I put more pictures of him on. When I look back, they must have been the only pictures I used to take was one of Gigi and Buster. And sometimes pictures of me crocheting, but mostly my memories are all of the animals. I don't know why I think this cardigan's taken less wool. This is my 5th ball, and it might just finish the sleeve because I've done the fronts and I've done the bands, yeah. So in that case, I'll have 2 left over. Well, it must be 4 then, because I only had 6 to start off with. So I've got 2 left over. It's funny, isn't it, how the same wool in a different colour can go further, and yet they're all supposed to be the same weight and the same number of yards, aren't they? And yet certain colours don't seem to go as far. I've noticed that when I've been, knitting 2 strands together to make a chunky with 2 different colours of the same yarn, and one will always run out quicker than the other one does. Weird. I started my book today. Bichon Frise. That's what she's getting, isn't she? As yet it's nameless. Yeah. Now, I started a little book, but I'm not writing anything in it. I'm just writing down what I've actually done. I should get a bigger book and write down how many chain I put on and what I do, but it seems like too much of hard work. Does anybody else keep a crafting book? You know, there's some people who are very, very organised, aren't they? Yeah, you get a ball of wool full of knots. The worst one I ever had was that Norro, what was it, Silk Garden. Somebody didn't give it me, they gave it me to crochet for them. They gave me the wool and asked me would I crochet this jacket. It was riddled with knots. And not only that, it was full of bits of twigs and all sorts. And I thought, oh, it's so expensive. I thought that Silk Garden, it was about £7 a ball or something, yeah. You always write your patterns. Oh, you see, you're more organised than I am. I used to do when I did machine knitting. I always wrote everything down. How many stitches and how many rows and everything. I wrote everything down because most of the time I knitted on the machine for the same people. So I always liked to know, what my tension was and what everything was, yeah. It's more, hey Connie, knitting machines are more mathematical, if you know what I mean. You have to do tension squares, which you don't read, well, I don't do when I'm knitting or crocheting. But when it's on the knitting machine, you see you can't measure it because it's stretched out. So you have to do a tension swatch, yeah. So that means I used to write everything down, yeah. Evening all, you sound like, what's he called? Just an ordinary copper who's patrolling his beat around dark green. That's showing me age, isn't it? Dixon of Dock Green. Oh dear. It was all live telly back then and they used to forget the words, didn't they? You'd hear somebody whisper their line off the side. Hi, Sina. Happy New Year to you as well, dear. Hello, hello, yeah. Yeah, Z cars used to be the same as well. The scenery used to move about when they leaned on it. And I remember, was it cell block H when the cell walls used to move? It's not as if they were keeping anybody in. They were made of cardboard, I think. But we used to put up with it, didn't we, for live telly? It was all a novelty back then. Why am I getting a frog in my throat? Well, I'm not answering that one, Connie, because I did too much housework on Thursday and I knackered myself, so I'm not feeling myself, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm not feeling myself. Patting myself down, yeah. Kitchen knitter. I could be a kitchen crocheter, couldn't I? Because this is where I usually am. Although I was in the lounge before, yeah. Doing my crochet. Yeah, the scenery used to move about, didn't it? It was a bit like when you go to the theatre for a pantomime, and they have them painted backcloths, don't they? And anybody leans against them, they go flying. I know I'm stupid, Connie. I just decided I wanted to clear the spare bedroom because I couldn't get in it. I had 3 great big bin bags full of wool bits that somebody had given me. And I had a big pile of shawls and my ironing board and my iron and everything was in there. I couldn't move in there. So I thought, right, this is it. Bite the bullet and start doing something. Yeah, the sets used to wobble about. When they used to shut the door and the door used to go like that, or they used to try to get out the door and it wouldn't move, yeah. Oh dear. But those were the days. It's a lot more sophisticated now, isn't it? What's creaking? I hope you're not back, Mr. Mouse. I hate it when anything creaks. I'm like looking round. I haven't seen him since, or her. But I still don't like unexplained noises. Yeah, so what I did was I bought a ladder. You know what they call like a. You see them mostly in America where they put the throws and that over this ladder thing. Anyway, I bought one just to put my shawls on, so that they're not in a bag anymore now. I'm not rummaging in a bag every time I want a shawl. So it's propped up against the wall, so that's taken up less room. And then I tidied up something else, so that's took up less room. I sorted out all the big balls, the part balls, and took the little tiny ones out and gave them to my friend. Her husband didn't look too impressed. He said, "We're not going home with more wool, are we?" And she's going, "Shush." Yeah. Apparently Aldi's getting more wool, so Linda says. I won't be rushing down. What did he say? It was Thursday, Linda? Oh, yeah, the cars. I watch Talking Pictures on a Sunday, and they're always doing like bloopers where this car's being filmed, like going along, and then it changes into a different car on the next reel, you know. The continuity isn't very good. Or like people will have a tie on one, and then the next scene they haven't got a tie on, or it's a different tie. One's a stripy one and one's a spotty one, and that. They just didn't seem to get the continuity right at all. And there's people that must watch these old films and like spot all this. I'm very unobservant, I don't notice, yeah. I mean, there was one, the leading lady, she was blonde in one scene and then she was dark in another scene and then she went back to being a blonde. And I was like, did nobody notice? She dyed her hair in between. Oh dear. They'd obviously refilmed that bit, you know, the film, they've obviously redone it again. And in the meantime, she changed her hair colour. Mind most of the actresses wear wigs these days, don't they? So it doesn't matter what colour they are underneath. At least the wigs are more realistic these days. At one time, they used to look terrible. Syrup of figs they've got on their head. A syrup. Thursday the 15th. Oh, that's for the Aldi wool, yeah. If anybody wants to go for any wool at Aldi, no doubt Amora will do a video and show you because she always goes and has a look, yeah. I'm not going. I didn't make a New Year's resolution because I don't keep them, but it's the same as it always is every year. Use more of your stash and stop buying more. Which is usual, you know, I break it, don't I? Because I bought all these, didn't I? I bought 6 different colours. I've still got 3 colours left. And 2 of them look alike, near enough. So I'd have to pick completely different patterns to. Yeah, it's next this Thursday coming, I think, Martin. It's Aldi's wool. I don't know what there is. Apparently, you can have a look online. I think what's coming. Yeah. You can get some more for your hats. You'll have to learn to crochet, Martin. Honestly, it's dead easy when you get going. My niece's daughter's taught herself. I've got some books. I don't know what they've got. I didn't look. Did you look, Linda, what they've got? Have they got any good choices or what? Last time it was Lurex, wasn't it? Sock wool. There was Lurex and whatnot, yeah. No, I've got my niece's daughter 3 books for crocheting. I might do a video later in the week. I'm not showing you them now. What I bought for her. It's just bits and bats because, you know, she's only a teenager. So, you know, she won't be wanting a lot of fancy stuff. She might be making little things. I don't know what she's making. My other niece says she's not really into toys and stuff, so I've bought one that's got headbands and different things. I will show you the books, you know, before. Well, she won't get them for a bit because I told you my niece has broke her ankle, didn't I? She's managing to drive to work, though, so it must be her left ankle because she's got an automatic car. But she's in a lot of pain. So, hey. Oh, you Dotty Dolly, where have you been? I said the other week, where's she been? Where's she gone? You're not on your own with the right day. Mine was Thursday. I said you weren't here last week. You saw the leaflet yesterday, did you, Linda? We're talking about they're having wool at Aldi on Thursday. If you're interested, Dolly. I'll try to find out what it is because Linda looked at the leaflet, but she's obviously forgot. If you're like me, Linda, you've got the brain of a fish, goldfish, yeah. Yeah, well, apparently it's coming on Thursday, according to Linda, on the 15th. But we don't know what it is. It might be on the website. Our Aldi here isn't much good anyway at getting things in. I think it depends on the manager whether he gets it or he doesn't, yeah. Baby yarn, macrame twine, iron, double knit, cakes of self-patterning. Sounds very much like they had last time. You know, when Amora did that video. Perhaps they didn't sell that macrame or macrame, whatever you want to call it, yeah. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. The only one I got from Aldi was a load with all Lurex in. In fact, I think I just used some of the green, haven't I? You. I should write things down because now I'm trying to do the second sleeve to match the first sleeve and I haven't got a flipping clue what I did in the first sleeve. Right, let's see how many I did across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, got to do another increase. Yeah, you should have done. Very remiss of you. Should have brought a leaflet. More rubbish to put in your bin. With me, it's stuff they keep shoving through my door. Do I need a garden? I haven't got a garden. Can't they see there's no garden? Garden rubbish removed. And I'm like, have I had a garden, love? Yeah, you know. I get piles through the door every single week. Does anybody else get them? Absolutely shed loads of the stuff. And half the time, the postman brings them. I see the postman coming, I think, oh, I wonder if I've got a letter. No, I just get a load of free whatnots that the postman brings me. He did bring me some buttons today. Now I don't want them because I found the button I'd lost. I get, what do you call it? Those cremation ones where they pick you up and bring you back your ashes. You don't have a funeral or something, yeah? I keep getting those adverts. Keep thinking, I know I'm 80, but I'm not ready for going just yet. Thanks a lot, yeah. Pure cremations, that's the ones. And then I get all those fake ones on Facebook where they're advertising clothes and shoes, because you'll never get them. Don't ever buy from Facebook because they never arrive. Oh, yeah, have you made your will? Yeah, we will do your will for free, provided you leave us a donation in your will, yeah. I think the RSPCA do it as well, don't they? I watched my friend that lives in Malaysia, and she got this absolutely gorgeous coat. It was black linen with flowers on it. And I think she paid about £2.50 for it. And I'm like, oh, God, can't get any. Well, A, I can't get anything in my size and style. And B, everything's always like £15 or something daft in our charity shops. They must think we're in a wealthy neighbourhood. Oh, yeah, we get that. Do you want to sell your home? We will give you a free estimate, yeah. I'm like, I've only just got here. I'm not going yet. Mm. Yeah, my friend used to get that. Do you want a conservatory? Do you want that and all that? And she kept saying, no, I'm in a council house. I can't do that. I can't have a conservatory. The charity shops here, well, there's one in particular, it's gotten really expensive. And I wouldn't mind if it had good stuff. I mean, there's one in Manchester in particular. It's where all the footballers' wives live. And they charge like £15 for a dress. But the designer ones, they're the ones that cost 200 and 300 a dress, I mean, I can understand why they're like £15, but we're talking like Primark and M&S here, We're not talking branded stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, but M&S isn't branded, really, is it? I know their stuff's usually good, but I wouldn't call it high end. I watch these other people who go into charity shops and they find all these designer labels, and I'm like, never any round here. Of course, you see, nobody buys them in the first place, so they're not going to donate them if they don't buy them in the first place, do they? Ah, dear. Got a message off Sheila the other day. I'd written on that my coffee had gone cold while I was drinking it. And she goes, you need a mug cozy. I've got a tutorial. I thought, go girl, go, promotion, self-promotion, yeah. They have round here. I mean, where I live is quite like a retirement area. It's most people here have retired. It's bungalows and everything, and people just don't have that kind of money. We're on a pension, yeah. Yeah, she's funny, isn't she? There she was, you need a mug cozy, and I've made a tutorial she puts on my page. Self-promotion, Sheila, is a great thing. It all depends on what you get donated, Linda. I mean, I don't think there'd be boho kind of clothing in your shop. I can't imagine. There's not a lot of people wear boho clothing, which is why I'd have to go to an area where people are a bit more hippie. That like Glastonbury or even Brighton. Brighton has stuff in their charity shops that's my style. Maybe not my size, but it's my style, yeah. But around here, nobody wears maxi dresses or maxi skirts. There's tons and tons of dresses, but they're all knee length. And I just don't wear them. I don't show my legs off. Not shown my legs off since I was about 50. Everything has to be down to the ground. The warmer, anyway. Can you imagine me on a scooter with bare knees? Ooh, freezing. My friend, she wears short dresses when it's summer. I don't mean short dresses, that's because she's not quite my age, but don't wear mini skirts or like that. She wears things that are in keeping with her age group, let's just say. Yeah, well, you see, we don't have many Asian ladies around here, so there wouldn't be any saris around here. Where I came from, it was very multicultural, but here it's not. Yeah. You see the odd person of colour. I don't mean they're odd, I mean the odd person of colour around here, but not very many. Whereas my street was like the League of Nations when I lived in Prestwich. I got one of everything. Yeah, well, there's nobody around here like that. The only one I've seen with a turban is the one who runs the shop, not near me, where I used to live. He was a Sikh, yeah. If you get any. Not the saris, Linda. I don't want to wear a sari, no. Boho, full length, boho, has to be. Yeah, when I lived in Prestwich, it was just like the League of Nations. We had every nationality under the sun. I mean, that's why I was amazed when we had that trouble with when somebody got shot, at the synagogue, because never been any trouble when I lived there. 56 years I lived there. There were never any trouble with the Muslims or the Jews or anybody. There was never anything like that. That's why it makes me wonder what happened, why suddenly two people got shot, in Prestwich in the synagogue. And I'm like, what? It's very much live and let live where I used to live over there. There was kind of very little racism or anything like that. My thumb is hurting. I've got that on that finger because that finger's bending like that and it won't straighten out. I think it's called Duane's contracture or something. The necklace is wooden. It's like circles. Somebody said it was buttons, but it's not. It's just circles, wooden ones. That's my necklace today. I got a few the other day, necklaces, but I've stopped now. I buy them in bunches and I'll stop looking because I get carried away. Yeah, that's what I've got. Can you see my finger? It won't straighten out. It's going more and more bent. And in the morning when I wake up, it's like that. I've got to make it straighten out. Apparently, I can have an injection at the base of my finger, but it's very painful. So I've been told. I keep hoping I keep stretching it and moving it out. Keep hoping it'll stretch. It's your tendon, isn't it? So I keep doing that with it, hoping it'll straighten out. But it's not. It goes like that in the morning. It's getting old, isn't it? It's no good, is it? Don't get old, any of you, don't. It's just rotten. You sail through your 40s and your 50s and even your 60s, and then your 70s come and you slow down a bit, and then you could be 80 and it bloody stops you. Everything starts going. I've not had any bits dropping off yet. You've got it in your index finger, have you? Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Funny enough, I had it on that hand, but that hand seems to have stopped. It's there, it's in that finger a bit. That's the finger that I broke, so that bends down a bit. But this one's the worst. I just woke up with it one morning. It's like I woke up with me hips painful one morning, and the doctor said, "What have you done? Have you had a fall?" I went, "No, I just got up. Went to bed, I were all right, and got up in the morning and my hips were bad." They're bad today, but I know what that is. Funny enough, I was all right yesterday. I did the housework and that on Thursday, and I was all right on Friday. And then today, oh, tell me about it. I've had arthritis since I was 13. Well, before that, actually, I had juvenile arthritis when I was little, apparently. But they didn't know what it was back then. They used to call it rheumatism. Rheumatiz. That reminds me of Granny Clampett. Do you remember with the rheumatism medicine? In other words, it was moonshine, wasn't it? She was funny, Granny Clampett. I used to like her. She's one of the best ones, isn't it? Yeah, I've got, that's why I had my spinal operation. I've got osteoarthritis and spondylitis, ankylosing spondylitis, whatever that might be when it's at home. They give everything fancy names, don't they? Yeah, I used to like Grandma when she used to talk about the cement pond, didn't she? That was the swimming pool. The critters. She used to complain she couldn't get any, whatever they were, she used to make her stews with. She couldn't get anything, yeah. Oh, dear. I saw an article today where it's a proven thing now. So it took them a long time to realise what we realised a long time ago, that knitting and crocheting keeps your brain active and calms you down, yeah? We knew that a long time ago, didn't we? We didn't need telling, yeah. Yeah, well, I've got all my mum's and my dad's as well, Linda. I got them off both sides. And our Ian's got them as well. He's got the same thing as me. So I think, unfortunately, I passed it on to him. Eh, never mind. Yeah, so, right, they've just decided that, you see, if you've got any issues and things like that, and if you want to ward off dementia and Alzheimer's, we should be knitting and crocheting, yeah. Because apparently while you're counting and sorting out patterns, you're keeping your brain active and you're learning new things, which a lot of people don't learn anything new, yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, the old tally programs, they were decent back then. Now there's rubbish on, there's nothing. Hardly anything that's worth watching. No, I still need to go do one more increase, yeah. I can't remember when the last time I watched normal telly. I usually watch YouTube. Woo! You got hearing aids. Yoo-hoo-hoo. I'm not deaf, but I wish that some people on telly wouldn't turn away and mumble. You know, and then you turn up the volume and then the commercial comes on and it's like dead loud. But people mumble. Yeah, Garnick. When they mumble and talk very indistinct, yeah. And you're like, what? I mean, there's one or two people on YouTube. I have to put the, what do you call it, the words, because I can't tell what they say half at time. But some of them comments at the bottom, what they put, nothing like, are they, what they're saying? I forget what they were on already when Sheila come on one day and she'd said something and it said something completely different underneath, nothing like what she just said. And I, whoa. One of my friends, well, not my friends, one of my YouTube friends that I watch, she lives on a canal barge and she saw an owl the other day. She's frozen in now. The canal's frozen. She was banging it with a stick going dunk, 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 dunk. She can't move, she's frozen. You wouldn't think it was that cold, yeah. Yeah, the captions, yeah, they don't. If you watch them, sometimes they're nothing like what the person says. Nothing at all. I forget what Sheila said, but the bit underneath, nothing like what she just said. And I thought, if anybody's watching this, I'd be thinking, what has she just said? Ooh, call the midwives back. Hey, great, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. The subtitles are really funny on Sheila's, aren't they? I don't know what they're like on mine. I don't watch them, do I? I don't watch my own videos. I should be watching that, Call the Midwife, then. I'll be watching Talking Pictures. What's it called? The Footage Detectives. I watch them at 5 o'clock. So that means I've got something to watch tomorrow night. Yay! Yeah, I always watch Call the Midwife, yeah. They don't translate. They'd have a job with Linda. Linda is very, very Scottish. You're all right because she's typing on here, but she's very, very Scottish. I'd love it to try and translate you, Linda. It'd be, what? What she just said? I never watched Downton Abbey. I just never did. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. I used to watch Upstairs, Downstairs many years ago, but I just never got into Downton Abbey. I won £3 on the Euro Millions last night. £3 whole. But I think it was £2.50 to put the ticket on. So I won 50p then, didn't I, really? No noughts at the end of the three. Yeah, last of the big spenders, I won £3. Because you always have to deduct what you spent on the ticket, don't you? It's like people who win at a game or bingo or something. They say, "Oh, I've won £20, but you spent £10 for the ticket, so you've only won £10, really." Yeah, but they never say that bit, do they? They always say, "Oh, I've won £20." Yeah. Every time I stick my nose over the border, it rains. I've never seen Scotland in the dry yet. I've just got that knack of bringing the rain with me. It can be gorgeous the week before, and it can be gorgeous the week after I've left. But the week I'm in Scotland, it pours down. Everybody's saying, "Did you see the heather? Was it beautiful?" I'm like, "I don't know. It was raining. I couldn't see it through the windscreen wipers." Yeah, I'm going to have 2 balls left over of this. What can I make with 2 balls? Be a jazzy hat, wouldn't it? Yeah, upstairs, downstairs, I liked it. Downton Abbey, I just never got into it. I don't know why I never got into it. I just never did. I'm thirsty. I need a. Well, Denise went to Spain, didn't she? All she got were thunderstorms. I don't know. I've never played it, so I don't know how much it costs. She only goes one day a week, though, doesn't she, Sheila? I don't think she's last of the big spenders, is she? You know what I mean? No, I've never been. When they start playing bingo, I they used to play bingo when I went for the Christmas meal, with the Larcombe ladies. I used to go and sit in the bar. They're all like, "You going to play?" I'm like, "No." I'm going in the bar for a stiff drink. Musselburgh reminds me of that silly hat that everybody knits, that great long droopy hat that looks like an elf gone wrong. I'm not into that hat at all. Everybody's making it, and it just takes loads and loads of wool, doesn't it? You get this great, great long tube, and then you fold it inside each other, and then it hangs down the back like something not right. Bingo and leather. No, that's one place you'll never take me, Linda. If I ever came up to Scotland to visit you, you wouldn't get me going there. I'd say, "No, I'll stay in the pub. I'll go in the pub, I'll go chippy." You wouldn't drag me in there. Yeah. No, I'll tell you, I'm kiss of death if I go to Scotland. It'll rain. I'll just bring the weather with me. It hasn't rained today. Woo! Blinking cold. My heating bill's going to be awful. Well, you'll be visiting me in the poorhouse. It's funny how they put the price of the electric up into it in the winter. We all have to. I mean, I watch what I put the heating on. I just watch what I'm doing with it. But I feel sorry for people who, can't afford to put it on at all. Yeah. Yeah, I've got one of those heated throws. I use that as much as anything during the day. I put the heating on in the morning for a couple of hours, then I turn it off, then I put it back on again. And it goes colder again about tea time for a couple of hours. But even so, I'm spending over £5 a day, on the heating. It's just so expensive these days. Vicious Highland haggis. Thought you were going to say the coos, the Highland coos. My friend's got 2 rescue dogs. They're Jack Russells. And on the field behind where she lives, they've got cows or coos, big Highland coos, and their little Jack Russells go potty. And she keeps saying, you can't take them on. They're 94 times bigger than you. Because they're big cows, aren't they? Coos, big coos. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Is it wide enough? No, it's not. Not quite wide enough yet. How many rows do I have to do? No, I can't even stand listening to it, Linda. It's not a question of playing it. I can't stand it. And they're going 94, 26. I don't know what it is. It just sets my teeth on end. That was the trouble when we used to go to the Sheraton. I used to still be able to hear them. And when they do that silly thing, 29, and all that, oh, God. Ugh, gets on my nerves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh, and they do that stupid stuff. And everybody goes, woo, woo. And I'm like, oh. Just, and something that's like chalk down a blackboard, isn't it? Something makes you go, oh. That's what I'm like with bingo. Oh. Mm-hmm. Right. So it's 40 rows up to the top. So how many have I done now so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I stopped just at the right place. I've done 40 rows. Yay! And that's what I'm supposed to have. And yet, why does it look so much shorter? Something not right here. Look at that. It's so much shorter. And yet it says it's got the same number of rows. Can't be. Can't be. Can't be. What? Yeah, I've got another 2 rows at least to do. I've counted 40 rows, and it's 40 rows on this one. And yet this one is about 2 inches shorter than the other one. Oh. I'll go by the inches. I'll do another 2 rows. Maybe I've tightened my tension up on this one. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Well, if I do know, I ain't telling you. Ah. I need another drink. I'm thirsty. When I take my medication, it makes me very thirsty. Oh, we've got no Chris yet. Have we got Nathan? Can't remember if Nathan came in or not. He usually comes in first thing and then disappears. Where are you, Nathan? Where are you, Chris? Yeah, I lost a covered button off my dress, and it's got like 10 buttons. And I looked all over for it, couldn't find it, so I ordered some more buttons off Amazon. And then today when I was hoovering up, I found the button. So I didn't need the ones I've ordered from Amazon anyway. They'll come in. They'll come in for something. I need to sort out the ones that are in the garage as well. I've got most of them in the house here. About half in the house and half in the garage. I'd rather have them in the house than in the garage. Well, when it's a covered button and it's in the right material, you know. So I'm glad I found it. I've stitched them all on. They were all stitched on with one thread. Just once through the button. That's all. It's no wonder they fell off. When I looked at them, they were all wobbling, so I had to sew them all on again. It's probably ease speed into it. They could probably get paid piecework, the people who made the dress. So they just went through with one thread. One thread doesn't hold a button on. Not when you undo it up a few times, they're falling off. I always used to do that with coat buttons because they used to put fancy coat buttons on that you would have never got another one. And I always used to sew them on before I started wearing the coat. Because you knew damn well they sewed them on with one thread. Especially if it was like very unusual buttons that made the coat. You lose one, that's it. Oh God, yeah, Temu. Don't talk to me about Temu. Well, I only bought one dress once from Temu. It was horrible. Fabric was disgusting. I put it straight on eBay and sold it, I think, for a couple of quid. It was supposed to be cotton, but it was rough. Oh, really loose woven and rough as anything. Would have cut your armpits when you wore it, yeah. Well, it might be all right with a necklace, but that lady I watched from Malaysia, she makes her own necklaces and stuff. She's very arty. She gets loads of things from Temu, but then she takes them apart and makes them into other things. She only gets them for the beads or whatever. She doesn't wear them as is, you know what I mean? She just wears them. She just takes them apart. I'm not very good at things like that. I don't take mine apart. It takes me all my time. I think this one's fastened with a safety pin at the back because the fastening's gone. I've got other fastenings. I could sew other fastenings on. Do you ever see those ones by, what's she called? She designs necklaces. Tilly something is it called? God, are they expensive? Tatty something. It's Tatty Divine. You've seen her necklaces that are about 50 quid second hand. I haven't been in Hobbycraft for, ever such a long time. There's one in Blackpool, I think, but it would take me ages to get there. If I want wool, I either go to Naked Sheep or I buy it online. Some I've got to buy online because I like Signet Boho, like this. But she doesn't sell it at Naked Sheep. Oh, there's never any wool in here. No wool in charity shops around here. The only charity shop that had any, it was new wool, and it was at the Cat's Protection, and it was more expensive than, it was just ordinary acrylic, the cheaper stuff. But it was more expensive than the shop, yeah. Right, I'm going to lay this flat on the table. I think I've got to the stage where I've got to shape for the top. People say to me, why don't you write down what you do? I can't do that. I couldn't tell anybody a different size to me. And even then you wouldn't understand it because I only write in English, if you know what I mean. I don't write in American terms. Did I show you that hat my friend made? It's in that, what's it, crochet? That's like relief crochet. Mm. I don't know if you can see it or not. Look at that. She had it on the other day, and a woman said, "Where did you buy that from?" She said, "No, it's mine. I made it." And I went, "No, you didn't." No, I sometimes see odd, dirty-looking balls in the charity shop, and they've got them priced at like £2 a ball or something. Yeah. I don't know whether I'm keen on the skull, but I like the rest of the pattern. What's it called, that crocheting? It's like relief crocheting, isn't it? Is it mosaic? No? Where you only ever do it going one way and you have to go down underneath the row below or something to make the relief thing, yeah. She's done a lot of blankets like that. She made my friend one with a cat on it, yeah. Yeah, mosaic. I've not done it. I've not tried the mosaic. I've done the Fair Isle type of crochet, but not the mosaic, yeah. Right, I'm going to lie this flat because I'm sure I must be the right length now. It said it had the same number of rows, but I must have been slacker on that other one. Yeah, I'm on the right hook. Thought maybe I'd picked up the wrong hook. But I only really do one project at a time, so it's very unlikely I've picked up the wrong. Yeah, there's a woman at Knit Club done one for her granddaughter. It's like a unicorn, but she's done it in this kind of pink, you know, that shocking pink colour. And then the unicorn's done in like a pink and purple, and I'm like, no, you needed more of a distinction between the colours to make it look nice for a unicorn, yeah. If she'd have used a different colour background, and she'd use like a rainbow colour like the kind of this, yeah. Hi, Diane. Hello. I can't do that. I can't do that spike stitch. When you go down a few, I pull it too tight and it just crunches up like that. I'm no good with spike stitch. Yeah, Sarah's done a lot like that. She's done a lot of baby blankets. Yeah. She's doing one for one of her daughters or her son's friends having a baby. And they've asked for it in brown, a baby blanket in brown. I said, maybe they mean like mink, maybe they don't mean a dark brown. Anyway, she's found this pattern in that mosaic crochet that's like a minky colour and a cream. She said, I'm not doing dark brown for a baby. Mm. Mind you, I got asked to make a black matinee coat once for a newborn. Black. Yep, I put the buttons on. I've done the back and the front and put the buttons on it. It's not been blocked, of course. So I'm now onto the sleeves. Well, worse than that, Dolly, I was thinking of something else. I wasn't thinking of chocolate biscuits, but I was keeping it clean on here, you know what I mean? You know what babies are like for leaky nappies. Yeah, it's that Yarn Smiths from Wool Warehouse. It's called Play Double Knit. This one was called Sing. Hello. Colour 5, 1F015. Sing, sing, sing a song. I'm working on the sleeves of this cardigan, Diane. I finished the back and the 2 fronts of the cardigan, finished the band, needs blocking, that's why it's a bit bumpy looking. Finished it, and I'm just on the last sleeve now. I don't mind black when, oh hi Nancy. I don't mind black if I'm under my craft light. You need a craft light, Martin. They're brilliant. You get a daylight one or whatever they're called. They're expensive, these craft lights, but they're worth the money. Saves you squinting at everything. Right, I'm just going to measure it. If I can get up, I'm just going to measure me my sleeve. See if they're both the same size. Oh, ow. Oh, you know you're old when you can't move, don't you? Oh. Right, lay your sleeve flat on the table. Yeah, it was right before we're 40. It was right. I don't know why it didn't measure the same. Now I've laid it flat, it's 2 rows too much. I got mine from Amazon. I think it was in the sale. Oh, I'm creasing it. Do you like my poncho? I bought it from Moonbeams and Mayhem. Got a hood on. It's in the same material that my skirt and my trousers. I love anything with a fringe. Yeah, I got Moonbeams and Mayhem. I should get commission. I should, honestly. Oh, my incense stick's gone out. Let me do another one. What's this one? Lavender, I think. Oh, it won't stay up. That's it. Oh, I love incense sticks. I bought one that was frankincense and myrrh, but it's not very smelly. The one I like the best is English Rose. It's gorgeous, that one. Right, get your Pepsi. Oh. Well, hello, Chris. Where have you been? Where have you been, lad? You've been missed. Oh. Oh. If you want to know what my skirt is, it's got black velvet with gold glitter. That's my skirt. But it's a bit long. Hi, Lizzie. Oh. Just getting me Coca-Cola. Well, you know me, I love velvet. Velvet and lurex. Can't go wrong, can you? I've got it in maroon as well. Oh, that's better. I was thirsty. I've dropped my pen. Oh, I know, my moonbeams. This is from there. I should get commission. I should, honestly. And I write them You know, I write them, what do you call it? Write-ups as well. Well, they never offer me anything. Not even a pair of gloves. Here's my pen. My flowers. Flower pen I got from Secret Santa. I just dropped it on the floor. Yeah, the daylight lights are... Oh, he took it with him then, did he, Linda? He said she's not having this bomb back. They are the best thing ever. And they don't use any more electric, so I never put the big light on. I only ever put the craft light on. Pepsi it is, Pepsi Cola. But it's a diet one. Probably just as bad for me because it's got aspartame or whatever it is in it, hasn't it? So it's just as bad. Yeah, he said she's not having this. He said, oh. I'm taking it with me. Right, I'm taking them 2 rows back. I did 2 rows too many. I was right when I counted before. Counted 40. Now I've got to shape the top. One of these days I'll make a little dolly size thing to show you how I work out what I do. As my cousin said, she remembers seeing Glasfryn. That's where I used to live in Wales. Green Hill, that's what it translates to, Glasfryn. It was a big house, but it wasn't ours, it was my auntie's. Lived with her for 12 months in a little village where everybody spoke Welsh, and I never learnt one word. I went to school, never learnt one word. I had a little boy called Patrick, a little black boy sat next to me called Patrick, who used to translate everything for me and tell me what to do with my lessons. Bless his little heart. It was really funny. It was a tiny, tiny little village with only a few people in it. And yet we had 2, well, obviously 2 twins, Chinese girls, yeah, and Patrick, who was a black West Indian boy. And I'm like, where do we get them from? Yeah, Llangollen, it's, what do you call it? It's flooded, isn't it? It's had that breach in the canal. Made a right pig's ear of it, it has, hasn't it? 2 people lost their boats. La 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 la. Diddly 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 dee. Diddly 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 dee. Diddly 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 dee. Who's sending me massages? Oh, it's what I've just read on here. It's just come through on here. That my cousin remembers that house that I lived in Wales. That was a long time ago. I was only 7. Only 7 when I lived there. Long time ago. Yeah, we came back to Royton just in time for the coronation, yeah. Hi, Helen. I'm a bit creaky. God, I did too much on Thursday, but I'm all right apart from that. I loved it in Wales. I really did, even though I didn't understand. I used to play out with all these little kiddies and I didn't understand a word. It's amazing, isn't it, how you get on? They only spoke Welsh and I only spoke English, and yet we all played together. It was great, wasn't it? We were the only people in the village with electric. That's because we had a generator. Everybody else just had oil lamps. Yeah. They just had radios, that ran off batteries. No telly or anything like that. We had a telly. And we'd look up sometimes, and there'd be our little faces looking through our window watching the telly. Yeah, we used to go back to Wales for holidays, but we usually went to Towyn. It's near Abergele. We used to get or we'd go to Rhyl occasionally and get a caravan. We never stayed in hotels, yeah. Oh, I'm full of stories about Connie. Full of things that happened to me in my life. Yeah, Towyn, yeah. We had a friend there that had a hotel, well, boarding house it was in Towyn. I was friendly with the daughters. The big crafting ship in Tellica, no. I was only 7, Dolly. It's a long time ago when I was in Wales. And when I went back to Wales when I was a teenager, we went down to Penarth, which is down near Cardiff. We had friends down there. We went and stayed with them as teenagers, me and my friend. Tenby we used to go to as well in Wales, Tenby. No, I don't remember that. Where was that? Was it in Wales? I don't remember that. Obviously after my time. It's cold, Helen, but I'm not going out. I've been a hermit. I went out to knit club. Where the hell's Gronant? Are you talking about Wales or Scotland here, Dolly? I've never heard of Gronant. Well, hello, Nathan. I thought you'd been on before. Have I dreamt it? It's in Wales. I've never heard of Gronant in Wales. Is it north or south? He used to tickle me in Wales. He didn't open. The pubs didn't open on a Sunday. Near Prestatyn. All right. Yeah, this is what I mean, is I played with all the local kids that were Welsh and I never spoke a word to them. But we managed to play. La 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 la. I'll try and do a video because I've got them 3 books I bought for me, my niece's daughter. The kind of easy crochet books. Because a lot of my books mostly are clothing, and I know she's not into doing that yet. She's only a kid. I don't think Nathan plays the guitar. I don't think you're musical, are you, Nathan? Are you musical? Well, at least my hiccups went, didn't they? I've got a headache now. Oh boy. I went out with a drummer once. Does that count? Everywhere we went, he was drumming on tables and drumming on my leg, and can't get in my pills. I'm allowed to take paracetamol with the pills I'm on. So I'll take paracetamol for my headache. I drink out the wrong side of a glass usually, and that cures my hiccups. These are my paracetamol or paracetamol. You were in a band for 2 weeks. I've never been in a band. I've never been musically inclined. My mother did try to get me to play the piano, but I never was much good at it. We gave that up and my mother sold the piano. You drink that way. You have to bend right over and tip the glass so you drink out the opposite side. It's the action of bending right over that cures the hiccups, apparently. Yeah. I can't show you with it. I haven't got an empty glass. Yeah, if that was a glass, you normally drink out of that side. Well, you have to drink out of that side. So you go right over like that and drink out of that side. And it always works for me. Works every time. Oh yeah, I do it over the sink. Otherwise you do get rather a wet lap. Yeah, it just cures them right away. It's just that they just started when I came on here. So I hadn't got time to go over and stop. Anyway, they'd stopped. Oh, I remember my ex-husband, he had hiccups once for nearly 3 days. We had him standing on his head in a corner. We had everything. Oh, he would not drink out the glass out the other side of it. He wouldn't. He used to hold his breath and hold his nose. And 3 days nearly he had it. He was even hiccuping in his sleep. I thought it'll stop when he gets to sleep. No, he carried on hiccuping in his sleep. You try sleeping next to somebody going every 2 minutes. If my son hadn't been in his own bed, I'd have gone and slept in his bed. I was tempted to go downstairs and sleep on the sofa. Oh, you got up? Why are you working tomorrow? Or are you going to that dreaded gym? Are you going to the gymnasium? You're a right gym bunny, aren't you? Have you got muscles on your muscles and a six-pack? Don't forget to learn how to crochet, Martin. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. The stitcher who likes gym, that's Martin. I don't know anybody else who likes the gym. I'm not exercise minded. When I was young, I used to like track events. Oh, early session at the gym. There you go, you see. Yeah, everybody hits the like button and everybody give me a hype. Be nice if you could give me a hype, yeah. Tra la 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 la. Thumbies, 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 thumbies. Look at this. It doesn't really work. It just keeps me. Well, you can drink water. You can drink. I'm sure you drink something, Chris. You mean you don't drink alcohol? Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching a program on the telly. You know, one of these inside A&E programs, and there was a guy there that was hiccuping, hiccuping, hiccuping all the time, and they were trying to get him to stop. And he was in the waiting room, like, you know, the accidental emergency. He's got. Everybody was looking dead fed up. You know, like, we should shut up. I'm just looking at my light was still on, whether it's gone off or not. I'm talking about my security light over the top of the garage that my friend's husband put up for me. I think it's gone off. But it's not supposed to be on all the time. It's only supposed to come on if somebody goes near it. So we shall see. Yeah, my friend's husband put it up on the garage for me today. I really want a camera, but I'm useless with technology. So I'm not much good with technology, she said hopelessly. Right, one more row, I think. Yeah, one more row and then I'm done. Well, I haven't because I've got to do the. I'll have to go into the other ball just to do the cuffs. Never mind. I think I've had some of this ball anyway because there's all this hanging out the. So I think I must have used part of that. You've got your own crafted channel, but is that what it's called? I haven't got a clue. That'd be a good name, wouldn't it, for a crafting channel? I've got a crafting channel, but I haven't got a clue. You might get a lot of followers, Dottie. Or crafting clueless. That's a good name for a crafting channel. La 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 la. Oops, stood on the enemy wall. I'll have to sew these sleeves in tomorrow and then do the cuffs. Then it's another one finished. Another one bites the dust. And another one's gone, and another one's gone, and another one bites the dust. It's like me and my boyfriend's, ain't it? Another one bites the dust. No, have you finished it now, Dottie? I've put buttons on all of mine now. Well, not all of them. Put buttons on the wicked one. And put buttons on the last one I made. And buttons on the... No, three of them I put buttons on. Can't be doing with them flapping about. Oh, yeah, I'm staying single, but I don't mind having a boyfriend now and again. One with a car and good eyesight, yeah. No, I've put buttons all the way down, mine. In the cold weather, I can't be doing with it flapping about. It's all right in the summer. Yeah, a bit on the side. I want a rich man with the car, without any relatives. Yeah. Something keeps creaking and it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Right, that's the end of that ball. I've got that much left for sewing up. So I'll have to do the cuffs off that other ball. But that will be tomorrow. I started another one today. I only started it because I didn't want to start it on here and have to start counting. There we go. 2 sleeves done. No, I've not made one in a jumper. I don't think I fancy that seam down the front of the jumper. Right, what am I doing next? I'll show you what I'm doing next. I made one for my daughter-in-law. If you've been with me that long, you may remember. But I wouldn't make myself one because, you know, we would have been like twinsies, wouldn't we? So that's what it is. The Fairy Queen coat. Yeah, I made her one in black. No, I don't write things down. I should do. So I started it, and it's in Peyton's Crystal. It isn't actually cotton, I don't think, but it looks like cotton and it feels like cotton. But yeah, I made one in black with a hood for my daughter-in-law, but I don't think I've got enough wool to put a hood on this anyway. What is it made out of? Can't see. It's acrylic, yeah. When anything's written on a colour, I can't read it. I can't read it on red. I can't read this on blue. I think it's acrylic. It feels like cotton though. Hi, Enid. So I started it. That's the back. You go downwards, top down on the back. So I've made it before and I've made comments on it saying, it says I got to do 10 rows. But the woman who's done the pattern says she's a slack crocheter. So I've written on that I've done 14 rows, I think. No, I did 18 rows. I shall see. Because I want this to come down to my waist. I like my waist. At my waist, I don't like it halfway up under my bust. But she says she's a very slack crocheter, so you know it changes. It changes. Looks, you can see. No, you can't, can you? It changes. Oops, there, it changes. Which is like, to me, it's under the bust. I want mine down to my waist, so I should be doing this. I've put on there that I did 18 rows. So I shall try doing 18 rows instead of the 10 or 12, whatever it tells me to do. And I'm going to have my ball of wool all over the floor because I had to rewind it. It had been, I'd started something else with it and didn't like it. So I unravelled it. But it's on a cardboard tube, you see. But, as I say, no, I wouldn't have made myself one while I lived with my daughter-in-law because I thought she might think I was copying, even though I was the one who made it, yeah. It's crochet, the Fairy Queen coat. It's a quite expensive pattern. I think I paid about £8 for the pattern. But it's all that. She tells you loads of stuff. I don't know who made it. She tells you loads of stuff and yet she doesn't tell you how much wool. Earth tricky. Earth what? Earth tricks. Yeah. She tells you she's a flat crochet. She tells you this, that and the other, yet she doesn't tell you anywhere how much wool to buy, how much cotton to buy. Weird, isn't it, when you paid £8 for a pattern? But my daughter-in-law saw it and wanted, well, I think my son saw it actually and wanted me to make it as a surprise for her for Christmas. I don't know whether she's ever worn it. But when I finished it, I thought, oh, that's lovely, I want one. And I thought, no, I can't have one. But now I can. But I'm not having a black one, I'm having a maroon one to match the latest maroon dress I bought. One of my moonbeams and mayhem, of course. Won't be me, would it? I'm waiting for the better weather to come, then I can start wearing them. Although I'm hoping to finish this to go to the knitting fair in Blackpool. I'm going to wear one of my boho dresses, and because I'll be going there in a taxi, because I'm not catching a tram. I should be taxiing, because I won't be buying any wool, so I'll spend my wool money on a taxi. I can't wear wool. I think I've told you before. I'm itchy. The only place I can wear anything with wool is on my feet. And I've got enough socks. I like knitting socks, but I've got enough at the minute. I don't wear the ones I've got. If I wear woolly socks, it's mostly in bed. When my feet are cold, yeah. I've got a pair on tonight, though, because my feet were cold. I've got neuropathy, amongst other things, for me sins. So my feet get really, really cold when my back's bad, because it must press on nerves or something, yeah. So I put socks on. Yeah, I cannot wear wool. People say, oh, try merino, oh, try alpaca. If it comes off an animal, it makes me itch. And they'll say, no, it doesn't. It's a different kind of wool. And they keep trying to tell me, when you look at it under a microscope, it's this and it's that and it's the other. I'm like, can't wear it. I'm allergic. It's like saying to somebody who's allergic to nuts, well, if you just have one, it'd be all right. If you're itchy, you're itchy. My mum used to make me woolly socks because I had juvenile arthritis when I was little. And she used to make me wool socks. Oh, God, they used to make my legs itch. And I used to get in trouble because I used to push them down to my ankles, yeah. 5 weeks, I'll have one. A couple of weeks, I'll have it done. I don't muck about me. I don't have that 10 different projects on the go. I've nearly finished that one apart from sewing it up now. And so I'll just work on this now. Oh, loads of things make me itch. I've got very, very dry skin. And yet if I moisturise it, that makes me itch. I used to get this specialised stuff that the doctor used to give me. Double base or something it was called. You can actually buy it now. At one time it was only on prescription. I am a monogamous crafter. The most I will have is 2 things on the go. I can't deal with people who have about 12 or 14 things on the go. I can't deal. You either can or you can't, and I can't. Yeah. I hate watching videos when they start opening craft bags and saying, oh yeah, this is a shawl I started in 1926. But I haven't worked on it for a while. I'm like, pull it back. You're never going to finish it. Just pull it back. If you haven't done it in a couple of years, you're not going to do it. So just pull it back. Yeah. Hi, Shad. You're out to dinner with your friends. It's wooden today. Wooden circles, all different colours to match my colourful cardi. It's circles with balls in between. Yeah, I can't deal with not finishing things, Dottie. It just drives me bonkers. I couldn't do with project bags all over the lounge, with things in. It drives me mad. No, I want to do this till I finish it because I want to take it with me to, it'll be finished long before. 6 weeks, it's long before that. I'll probably finish it in a couple of weeks. That other cardigans took me about just over a week, I think. The one I've just finished off. It's not took me two, I don't think. I can't remember when I started it. I should write things down, shouldn't I? Right, Shad, we'll see you next week, love. He's out to dinner, isn't he, posh? Oh, I hope he's got rid of his spider. I don't want any more bites, do you? I think that light's gone out, so it's working. Mind you, it's only gone up today. It might not be fully charged. It works on solar power. Yeah, Shad got bitten about 8 times with that spider. Hope he's found it, killed it. I'd never sleep if I had a spider bite years and years and years ago. A spider bit me on the face. I said to me, well, it was my husband, and I said to him, I said, it's a spider bite. I can see little, like 2 teeth mark things. He said, give over, it's not. I said, well, it's either that or a snake. I said, and I don't think it's a snake. Anyway, I went across to the chemist pharmacy across the road from me where I worked. And he went, oh, that's a nice spider bite. So I went home and said, yes, it is a spider bite. It shut my eye, all my eye swelled up. It was a right mess. It looked like somebody had socked me in the eye. I might make a Granny Takes a Trip with that other, this bright coloured stuff I got from that Yarnsmiths. I might make a Granny Takes a Trip because my Granny Takes a Trip's too big for me. And I love it, but it's just dropping off me. It's too big. Plus the fact I had it hanging on a hanger, so it's dropped as well. I don't know where it is now. I know I still got it because I wore it when I went to the knitting thing last year. Oh, you're posh, aren't you? Buying perfume from Gore Lane. I got bought a perfume. What is it called? Daisy, is it called? Yeah, I think it's Daisy. It's quite nice, actually. I'm very fussy with my perfume, but that's quite nice. Mark somebody or other, is it called Daisy? I usually use CK1, or I love Penhaligon, Quercus, but it's £140 a bottle. Marc Jacobs, yeah. It's nice, that Daisy. I only like very light perfume. I don't like heavy perfume. It makes me sneeze. It makes me go breathless. Not for the right reasons either. I mean, asthmatic breathless. Yeah, it's nice, that Daisy. Yeah, we weren't supposed to be buying. No, girl, no. I've not. When I used to go to Manchester, I used to go in Boots's Chemist, and I used to go and sniff all the expensive. That's the last time I had Chanel No. 5. They had a tester in Boots's Chemist, so I was like, shh. She gave me a dirty look, the woman behind the counter. I used to always buy Chanel No. 5. That was before I was married, when I had some money. No, I've not smelt it. If it's expensive, then I won't have it anymore now. I think 30 quid for CK1's enough. Yeah, Chanel No. 5 is very expensive now. There isn't a dupe for it either. Like a lot of perfumes have dupes, but there isn't one for Chanel No. 5. I used to have the soap and the body lotion and everything. And when I was going out dancing, I used to have my bath and use the soap and everything. No, I got this perfume at Christmas. We decided we weren't doing any presents. And my niece just gave me this little bag when I was leaving with stuff in it. And I'm like, oh. And when I got home, it was Daisy. And she bought me I can't remember who it's now with, box with all the stuff in. It looks expensive. It's like body lotion and foot lotion and shampoo, not shampoo, gel, shower gel. I said, I thought you weren't doing any Christmas presents. She said, well, she said, I wanted you to have, oh, poison. Oh, it's vile. I had to sit next to a woman on a plane. She drenched herself in that. I had to ask this stewardess to move me. I couldn't get my breath. She said, are you having an asthma attack? I said, no, it's this woman's perfume. She's killing me. She said, well, you have to go back in your seat when we landed. She put me in her seat at the back. I was sat in her hostess's seat at the back of the plane, away from her. This woman said, what's the matter? I said, it's your perfume. I said, you're killing me. She goes, well, I like it. I thought, it's not a question of whether you like it or not, love. You're poisoning me. You're killing me. I'm wearing CK1 today. I'm not wearing Daisy. I'm wearing CK1. I save my Quercus for special occasions. The only trouble with Quercus is it's very, very expensive, but it doesn't last. It just fades very, very quickly. But everybody likes it. They always ask me what I'm wearing, yeah. Another one of mine that I wear a lot is actually an aftershave. It's Paco Rabanne, yeah. But it's the man's version I wear, not the ladies. It's very difficult, isn't it, to sort of describe a smell, isn't it? You know, when you read the bump and it says undertones of jasmine and whatever, and I'm like, really? I just smell it. I can't tell you if it's got undertones of this. No, Chanel number five is quite innocuous, yeah. That's why I think I liked it. I don't like anything that's strong at all. My daughter-in-law wears one that, oh, that knocks me sick. Very, very strong. I don't know what it is, but ooh. My friend had it on the other day. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's very popular. I said to her, what the hell have you got on? She told me. I went, it's too strong. I used to like the Body Shop. They used to do the perfume oils, and they did gorgeous ones. They did lavender, they did English rose, they did vanilla. I still like the musk. I use the musk a lot. But they've made it go watery now. We used to use really perfume oil, and it used to stay on all day. It was great. But they've watered everything down now. It's more like a spray now rather than the oil. It used to come in a tiny little bottle like that, and it used to last forever. But I loved the English rose and the, what else did they do? They did vanilla. They did a lemon one. They did all sorts, yeah. I've been to the Champs-Elysees, yeah. Been to Paris. I didn't go up the Eiffel Tower though. Ooh, I can't stand heights. My ex and my son went up. They're like, come on, come on. I went, no, I shall sit in the Tuileries Gardens and wait for you to come back. It was a lovely day, so I was quite happy sitting in the gardens. Yeah. Body Shop do a great hand cream. It's called hemp. It smells a bit horrible, but it really works. You know, if you've got really bad cracked hands, it's very expensive. Yeah, the Body Shop's gone right off. After she sold it, you know, the woman who started it all off, after she sold it, she only did ethical, natural scents and that. But after she sold it, the people who took it over, they didn't stay with ethical stuff. They used all chemical stuff, and it's not the same anymore. She, yeah, she prided herself in. Yeah, they do hand cream and they do foot cream as well. The hemp. It's not very nice smelling, but it works really well. Yeah, I can't remember who took it over when she sold it. It was Anita Roddick, wasn't it? But she was all ethical. She used to, get things from all these different countries, like third world. No, no, she didn't do Gorillas in the Mist, no. That was Jane somebody or other that did Gorillas in the Mist. I can't think what her other name was. Jane somebody. Oh, Sigourney Weaver. Was it? No, I don't think so. Was it? It might have been. I didn't watch Gorillas in the Mist. I am the world's worst for asking me about films because I don't watch them. I think I've told you before, I can't sit through one. I fidget. Oh, I'm a great one for coming. I've got very, very good memories of all the past. You know, what I used to get up to, what I did, you know. Now, I used to go out dancing and stuff like that. And I mean, dancing, it was not like it is now. I mean, the club scene was completely different. Club scene was just dancing, it wasn't. Hello, Motion 929. Are you a crafter? I don't know. All I remember is the song. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. You are a crafter. Which is your craft? Or what is your craft, I should say. Not which is your craft. Yeah, Brigitte Bardot died, didn't she, the other week? She was so pretty. You like making cards and jewellery? Ooh, we've not got a card maker or a jewellery maker, I don't think. Unless one of these lot in here's got their light under a bushel. I crochet, a lot of people stitch, cross stitch, embroidery, loom knitting. I crochet and I knit a bit, yeah. No, I've not seen any of them. I could get cut price tickets because my friend's son works at the cinema, but I don't go. I don't go out in the dark, especially as I have to go on my scooter. Um, so no, I don't go. It's not in the centre of town, the cinema. I got a nice card sent to me for my birthday. I think it was Diane who's on here. I'm just looking where I put it. I think it's under here. What have I done with it? It's here. It's here. No, it's Amanda, sorry, not Diane. That one. Happy birthday. It's like a box. Like a box thing. It's flat, and then when you open it up, it goes into flowers. Yeah. Yeah, Amanda sent me that. Lost me a drink. You go live every day. I only go live once a week. Going live every day was far too much for me. I do have an ordinary YouTube channel. I maybe do 1 or 2 videos a week. I haven't done any this week because I was busy doing my cleaning. I even charged up my camera. I was going to show myself doing my cleaning, but I forgot. Trying to show myself tidying up in the spare bedroom. Moving the mannequin about. Vintage Christmas cards. Oh, Christmas crafts. There you are, Dolly. You can watch another channel. No, I meant to do a video this week showing me poncho thing and a dress that I got, and showing me cardigan that I've nearly finished, and showing me books that I got for my niece's daughter. So I had quite a bit to show, and then I just got into me cleaning and it never got done. Tomorrow is another day. And my back unseizes itself. I watch a lot of different videos. Like I quite like the narrowboaters. I watched 2 or 3 of the narrowboaters. What am I crocheting? I'm crocheting the Fairy Queen jacket. I made one for my daughter-in-law. Oh gosh, I can't find the picture now. Oops. I can't show you. The Fairy Queen jacket. I don't think I'm doing the hood. I don't like the hood. I wouldn't wear the hood anyway. So it's the Fairy Queen. It starts top down. Yeah, I made one in black for my daughter-in-law. But I want this one to go with my maroon dress. You know, the one I bought, I showed it you the other week. It's like all hanky pointed. I want to wear it to go to the wool fair in February. So I want this jacket to go over the top of it. I can't use my mobile to, and if my camera only does 30 minutes. That's why I usually use this camera on my computer, even though people complain that the sound is quite low on it. But at least I could do an hour on here without having being cut off. But my camera, I don't like using my camera because it's either that way or that way, whatever. And my phone camera, I don't like using that. And my ordinary camera only does 30 minutes before it cuts off. Well, actually 28 minutes before it cuts off, yeah. Oh, I've been nagging with this. It's my own fault. I've been doing some cleaning. So it's my own fault I'm aching today. Hi, Val. How you doing? The shawls have gone on their journey again, Val. My arthritis, I've learned to live with it. But today is, yeah, today. Today we are not talking about it because it's not my friend today. My jelly doesn't smell. Mine's, what do you call it? Ibuprofen gel. It doesn't smell. Yeah, Sarah came down with her husband and he fitted my camera on the garage. So I've got a light that comes on now if anybody goes near it. And he took the big bag of shawls, dropped them off at Elaine's. Oh, the udder cream, yeah, it's peppermint udder cream. I keep forgetting to put that on actually because that does smell very strongly of peppermint. People will be sniffing you if you wear that and go out. People will be saying, "Can anybody smell peppermints? Is anybody eating peppermints?" I put it on when I'm going to bed, yeah. But I usually use the ibuprofen cream during the day so that people don't start sniffing me. But some of the ones, oh, they smell awful. You know, the ones they say Voltarol and stuff. Oh, brings tears to your eyes, that stuff. Does anybody remember Fiery Jack? That, oh God, that used to make you sting. I got some more subscribers today. I think I got 3 or 4. Going wild, I'm getting 3 or 4 new ones. I'll never be like Sheila with 14,000, will I? One day I'll be. I keep telling you I want to be an overnight sensation on YouTube, but I've been doing it for 13 years. So I don't think it's an overnight. Oh, yeah, 11 near enough. I've got an itchy head. Probably that leave-in conditioner I put on. I need a wig, I've decided. One of these days I'll wear the cheap wigs that belong to Paris, my mannequin. 15 years. Oh, God, yeah. A long time. A friend of mine, she showed me a picture. She used to foster babies and she had one for 2 years. And she sent me a picture of him. He's 16. He's quite a young man. I remember him as a baby from being newborn up to being 2. He got adopted when he was 2. He was like my little baby because he was the longest one she ever had. The others used to come and go, but he stayed. 2 years he stayed, yeah. He had a brilliant adoption, though. He's been all around the world and everywhere with his parents, yeah. I mean, where he came from, God, he'd have never done anything with them. They were, drunken drugs. They were his biological parents. It's a good job fate intervened and took him away. He's got 2 lovely parents now. She used to get the drug babies, yeah. Oh, mine are all put away, yeah. All packed away. Except I still got the stars on there. I think I'll leave them on. I took the ones off the windows in the front room, but I'll leave them on. It stops anybody looking in my cupboard to see what I've got in there. All mine's packed away now back in the garage again. I never did put my decorations on the tree because the tree's grubby. I need to get rid of that tree before next year and buy another one. I thought they would have been reduced and cheap now, but they're not on Amazon. They haven't reduced them at all. And I'm not going round, wandering round, because I'd have to drag it all the way home with me. It'd have to be delivered wherever it is. So if you see any bargains in trees, let me know. And I don't mean B&M or anywhere, because I can't go. I can't bring a tree home on my scooter. Oh dear. It'd have to be an online one. Yeah. I watched Amora. She went round to this garden centre. The price of some of them trees, astronomical. Oh, I've got an itchy back. Itchy coo, skinny Minnie is the harem queen. You can tell I used to go to folk songs when I was younger. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? A naked fake tree. How big do I want the tree? I don't want a big tree, Val. I want one about 4 foot, 5 foot maximum. Preferably a skinny tree, if you know what I mean. Folk songs. I used to go to a folk club when I was younger. That's how come I met my husband. If I hadn't have gone to that folk club, I wouldn't have met him. Oh, I've got an itchy back. Yeah, folk songs. No, I didn't swear. I said folk songs. White, preferably, I think. I have a white one now. It's very dirty. It wants to go into the tip. So I'll have to find somebody who's going to a tip run. I used to do belly dancing. I did ballet dancing when I was young, but I did belly dancing as I got older. Then I had to stop it because of my back. I started it because of my back, and it did work at first, and then my back went 10 times worse, and then I had to stop. Oh, I've got an itchy back. Itchy coo. Skinny Minnie is the harem queen. I'm going to have to scratch my back, sorry people. It's driving me naughty. Oh. Oh. Oh, God's true. That's better. My favourite one was Aisha for dancing to. Aisha, 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 my love. Itchy Cooper, yeah, I've got Itchy. It's probably I got some new shower gel. It's called Hippie Girl or something. I think it's from Lush, but it's made me itchy. We're back to being allergic to everything, aren't we? When you've got dry skin, you know. My mum used to like that Skin So Soft, you know, by Avon, yeah. I've got a sponge thing on a stick, but it's not soft, it's right hard, yeah. So when you put cream on it, it doesn't, you know, like soak into the sponge. And I bought a sponge one time, but it went all manky. Yeah, it's in the middle of my back where I can't reach. You reach so far, because my shoulders are not good. Reach so far, and I reach so far, but I can't go in the middle of my back. And that's the bit that goes itchy. Yeah, I bought one with a big sponge, but the sponge is rock hard. Then I bought one before that, which had like a really soft sponge, but that went all weird. Even though I used to wash it after I used it, it just went all ick. Yeah. All minging, yeah. No, no, it's not very hot. No, can't deal with very hot on my head. It's just a bit warmer than lukewarm. Can't be doing with cold showers though. Ooh, not even in hot weather. Do you know this pattern hasn't got a tension on it? I've looked all over. There's no tension. It says if you find your tension is tighter than mine, it says use a bigger hook, but it doesn't tell you what the tension is. It doesn't tell you how many balls to buy, and it doesn't tell you what the tension is. Great, isn't it? You pay about £8 for a pattern, and it tells you nothing. I should have known because I bought one of her patterns before. She's called, what's she called? Forgotten her name now. But I bought one of her patterns before and I couldn't read it. I couldn't do it. It was, yeah, Earth Tricks. I could not get the size right. It came out really tiny. She must be a very slack crocheter. Hi, Lydia. You've got half an hour, Lydia. unless you're going, unless you're going out. Earth Tricks. It's called. It's called the Fairy Jacket. Fairy Queen Jacket. She does a load of patterns, Earth Tricks, and they're all nice, but she must be a very slack crocheter. Yeah, I made a jacket of hers once before and it came out that tiny. Really tiny it came out. I mean, fancy saying if your tension's tighter than mine, use a bigger hook, but it doesn't tell you what the tension is. I do that in the afternoon. I put the telly on, well, put YouTube on, and then I'm watching something, then it'll go on to Miss Marple. So I think, oh, I'll listen to this while I'm doing a bit of crochet or something. Gone. I very rarely get to the end of a Miss Marple because I've fallen asleep. He's got a really soporific voice. It's like, hi, this is Edward from Warm Pages. And he's got that kind of voice that go to sleep. It's only got to be Edward, though. He sends me to sleep. None of the others. They talk to, what's it, yeah? Oh, I don't watch the news anymore. Edward is the narrator for Warm Pages, who does the Miss Marple stories. And he comes on and goes, hello, my name is Edward. Where are you watching from today? Put a note in the comments. And I'm like, he sends me to sleep every time. He's got that kind of voice. He reads for Warm Pages and he reads for another channel as well. Yeah, Miss Marple. It's the firm or whatever you want to call it that puts it up is called Warm Pages. But Edward reads for them and he reads for another firm, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what they're called. But I recognise his voice. He goes, hi, this is Edward. And right, here we go. Fast asleep, Edward. You're great at sending me to sleep. Oh, I've got a knot. Got a knot. Joan Hickson, yeah, she was one of the best ones, wasn't she? The first ones I remember was that Margaret Rutherford. Oh, I don't watch the news. Don't watch G. It's always bad news and I don't like watching it because then I can't sleep. It's just a load of rubbish. I don't want to know who's been killed and who's been stabbed and who's been whatever. The stitch is too tight. I can't get in the last stitch. Even though I do it slack, the last stitch is always tight. There we go, got it in. Couple of presenters. I don't watch them. I didn't think there was any nice ones. Favourite Christmas carol? Oh, I don't know. Good King Wenceslas, probably. She's just done it, has she? Has she put a what's it on it? She put a gauge on it. Yeah, she hasn't put any. On this pattern, it doesn't even tell you how many balls of wool you need. It doesn't tell you what wool to use. It doesn't tell you anything. So I had to guess everything. So, I mean, that's the back. The top of the back, it looks small to me. But it'll stretch, no doubt. It's very open work, isn't it? It's meant to be decorative rather than warm, I think. She's got some lovely patterns on Etsy, but I can't get my attention with any of the things she makes. She admits she's a slack crocheter. I thought, bloody hell, you really slack. Man, if she's American, she's probably using 4-weight, isn't she? We haven't got 4-weight. Nearly all American patterns are in 4-weight. That's why I struggle with them. 100 times. Yeah, slack Alice. Who had slack Alice? Was it Paul? What's it? Lily Savage. No, it was our Vera, wasn't it? With him. Yeah, her sister or whatever, fictitious sister, was our Vera, wasn't it? He does come back now and again, yeah. He's probably watching something on the telly as well. He just bobs in and out every now and again. There's our Nathan. Ephraim came on first thing when you weren't here, Nathan. Yeah. We've got a lady at Knit Club called Alice. She's 90. What's she, Val? 93. You're listening in case we call you, aren't you? I know. Stop talking about Nathan now, he's here. Yeah, I did see that one, yeah. She sounds a bit thick. No, he hasn't done a video, even though we nagged him. He says he hasn't got anything to show. Yeah, I'm sure he has, you know. She's 93 next week. Oh, bless. You thought your ears were burning. I won on the Euro lottery with me lucky dip. I won £3. I'm going around the world cruise with that. They forgot to put the noughts on the end, didn't they? So it cost me £2.50 to get a ticket and I won £3. So I actually won 50p. Oh, no, no, it's not. It's not, Lydia. Probably about £4 or £5 for a cup of tea or coffee, I think. And if you go into Starbucks, it's probably about £6. Have they got any tea, though, in the tea bags? What does the tea taste like, though, Dottie? Not that I drink tea. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, that wouldn't be anything like for the back, would it? I'm supposed to do how many rows? 12. I've done one extra and that wouldn't fit. That wouldn't go anywhere near to be waste. No, my friend always takes her own tea bags, even when she goes into a cafe for a cup of tea. Because she said they wave the tea bag over water. I don't like tea at all, and I don't like strong coffee. I don't like those, coffee bags or whatever. Oh, ground coffee. No, I don't like it. Me no like it. The only tea I like is green tea, but only in a Chinese restaurant. I don't like the green tea they sell in the supermarket. It's not the same. I don't know what green tea they use in the Chinese restaurants, but it's a lot different. Their green tea's nice. I don't even like the smell of tea, let alone the taste of it. Oh, can't do with it. Yeah, that is nowhere near down to the waist, is it? I was right, I need to do 18. Oh, I can't be doing with oat milk. Oh, oat milk, soya milk. Oh, I just get the lactose-free milk. Can't deal with all these oats and whatever. There's about a million when you go in the supermarket, isn't there? Nut milk, whatever milk. There's a row of them, all different kinds of milk here. Tell you what amazes me over here. They don't, my mum tea belly. Every time I go in the supermarket, I look. In America, you have all these creamers, don't you, for coffee and that. We don't have them here. We have syrups and stuff, and we have Marvel, but I just don't like the taste of nut milks and oat milks and rice milks and God knows what milks. Yeah, I'm allergic to cow's milk, but I can drink the lactose free. That's why I can't have things like milkshakes when I go into. My patch is itching me. My morphine patch that doesn't work. He said to me, let me know if it's working. It's not. It never worked last time I had them. He said, be careful you don't get addicted to them. I thought, well, it's not doing anything for me, so there's no way I'll be getting addicted. It's not taking the pain away at all. Roll on the warmer weather. I want to wear my new dresses. I'm going to wear one when I go to the wool thing. It's in a hotel anyway, so hopefully it'll be warm in the hotel. I want to wear my dress. I was going to wear it Christmas, but then I remember my niece doesn't have a house that warm. You've got great news. News flash from Dolly. Hold the front page. Yeah, I'm going to the one in Blackpool. Linda's going as well. Valentine's Day it is. We're holding the front page, Dolly. What's your great news? Just stay being dotty. I'm a bit dotty, but it doesn't make any difference, does it? I take more tablets than you could shake a fist at. 13, I think I take. And that's not talking about the repeats. Yeah, I've got my tickets. Got my ticket. Yep, that's where I'm going. Woo, can you see it? Northwest Winter Wool Festival, Norbreck Castle Hotel. Saturday the 14th and it's Sunday the 15th as well. Weekend admission. Got it. Got my ticket. As long as I don't forget to take it with me. Just put it in my handbag. I don't think I'm going 2 days though. I'm probably only going on the Saturday. It's supposed to be better this year. It was the first one last year, so it wasn't that thrilling. So hopefully there's more people going to go, and it's not going to be in the Imperial Hotel, which was pretty rubbish, really. You've not got yours, have you not? Mine came about a week, it was. When did you send for it, Val? I think mine took about a week. If it doesn't come, you need to get in touch with them in case it's got lost in the post or something. Are you going on the Saturday, Val? Well, if you go Saturday or Sunday, you'll still meet Linda. She's going on both days, I think. Is Lindsay going? She will, won't she? She'll have a stall, won't she, Lindsay? Oh, lost in the post, yeah. That never turned up, Dottie. Never turned up. I thought it might have eventually turned up, but it didn't. Yeah, Dottie sent me something for my birthday that never arrived. She wondered why I'd never thanked her for it, because it never came. I would have said thank you if it had arrived, Dottie. Maya Linda won a skein of wool that never arrived, so another thing that got lost in the post, or not posted, we don't know yet. Lindsay's got a stall, has she? Yeah. I was telling Linda likes Knit Pro. So I was saying that she does a lot of the Knit Pro crochet hooks and everything. Yeah, well, somebody else ate me Turkish delight, Dottie. Somebody ate me chocolate, yeah. Whenever I post anything, I always send everything tracked. I know it costs us a bit more, but I want to make sure it gets there, yeah. When I lived in Fleetwood, we lived at number 9. We were always getting 9, but a completely different street. I thought anything with a number 9 on, I used to put it through our door. I've stopped getting mail now for the guy who used to live here. I used to get his postcode lottery. I even got his bank statement once. Because I got a big pile of mail that had been redirected, so I'm opening it all like that. And then I thought, it's not, I thought, I don't belong to the whatever it was, not the Halifax or something. Then I realised it was his bank statement and I'd opened it. Eek. I didn't do it on purpose. And the only bank that there was in Blackpool, and I thought, I'm not going all the way to Blackpool with it to tell him that he's passed away. So I took it to the estate agent that was dealing with the house sale. I went to see the solicitor and they weren't interested. They wouldn't help me. Nice one. So I just posted it off to the estate agent. I didn't take it in. I just posted it off saying, can you send it to them? I don't know their address. Anyway, it must have worked because I didn't get any more mail for him after that. There was quite a bit in there, Nathan. Quite a few grand. That's why I knew it wasn't mine when I looked at the balance. I thought, oh, that's not mine. I've never had that much money in my life. Never had that much. I never will either. Unless I win the lottery, which I never do. I tell you, I won £3. But I didn't because it's £2.50 for the ticket, so I actually won 50p, didn't I? Last of the big spenders. Yeah, we used to get the other side of town. I mean, at first I used to get my scooter out and go and take them, and then when it got ridiculous, I just started putting them back in the post box. If it was a couple of streets away, I would get my scooter out and push it through the door. No, I have a paper one purely because when they say they want to see a statement with your name and address on it, a mail, I don't have any. you know, like electric bill, gas bill. I don't have anything on paper that I can show people because I've got no passport, no driver's license. I've got nothing that proves who I am. So even though they keep trying to get me to change my bank statement, well, if my neighbours open mine, they'd probably feel sorry for me, Lydia. They say, oh, poor bugger. Is that all she's got in there? We'll give her a bit more extra. Well, you can't take it with you when you die, can you? So you might as well spend it while you're here. Yeah, well, you know who I am. I've got an out in bank, so you're wasting your time trying to scam me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, we have to send away to DVLA in England. So they wouldn't give me an ID. We don't have any IDs. Oh, I wish I was loaded, Dotty. I wish. I buy too many things off Moonbeams and Mayhem to be loaded, yeah. Which yarn did I use for my cardigan? It's Yarnsmith's Play double knit. It's called Sing. The colour is called Sing. Not sing as in the seek. Sing as in tra-la-la. Yeah. It comes from Wool Warehouse. I think it's their own. Yarnsmith. I think it's theirs. No, I'd like some ID. I've got nothing to hide. You know, these people who don't want ID. Invasion of privacy, my backside. Your privacy is being invaded every time you go shopping. Every time you buy anything, you're being tracked. So, you know, it's all a load of bunkum. Big Brother's watching you. Big Brother's watching you all the time. He watches you when you're going shopping. He watches you when you're out on the street. They listen to you on Alexa. You know, they're everywhere. You're being monitored. So what difference does it make having an ID card? None. I'd love one because then I'd have something to show when I went to the bank to get my own money out. Not that I've got any in there, but you know what I mean. And there's no banks anywhere, so I can't go to the bank. Well, I'd have to get a passport if I was going on a plane, wouldn't I? I haven't got a passport at the moment. Well, I've got one, but it's out of date. But as I'm not planning on going abroad, then I'm not planning on buying a passport. I'm not paying about 100 quid or something to get a passport when I'm not going anywhere. When I win the lottery, of course, I'll be going on a round the world cruise. I'll get a passport then. My niece said if I go on a round the world cruise, she's coming with me. I said, well, if I won the lottery, we can have a cabin each, can't we? Or a suite. One of those suites where you get a dining room, a sitting room, and a bedroom. Room service, yeah. You can dream, can't you? When I can't get to sleep sometimes, I lie awake thinking, what would I do? What book am I reading at the moment? I've just finished. I'm not reading anything at the minute. I never finished that Miriam Margolis. I got bored with it. I never finished that one. Well, I just took 3 books down to the knit club. They have in the church, they have you take your books in if you've got any spare books, and then they charge 50p to read them. And then when you've read them, you bring them back again. So they get more than 50p because they get 50p over and over and over and over, if you know what I mean. So I need to start a new book. I've finished. I'm very monogamous, whatever it is. I only do one project at a time usually, and I only read one book at a time. Yeah, I've got about. I get them from Awesome Books as well. That's where I've just got these from my niece's daughter. You know, they look brand new, these crochet books, and I only pay about £3 for them. And you get free postage as well. So if you're in the UK, which you are, look up Awesome Books, you know. They sell new books as well, but they also sell second-hand ones. But the second-hand ones I've got, you wouldn't know they were second-hand. They look brand new. The only way I know one's second-hand is somebody's wrote their name in the front of it. In 2015, that must be when they bought it. No, I've not looked on Vinted for books. That Amora, she sells any wool that she doesn't want. She puts that on Vinted. But I've not sold anything on Vinted. I've only ever sold on eBay. Her friend sells a lot of stuff. Her daughters, they moved out. One went to uni and the other one moved out. And they left a load of clothes behind. And she said, like, some of them still had the tickets on. So she asked them, did they want this clothes? And they said, no, they didn't want them. So she put them on Vinted and sold them. She didn't get much for them, but I mean, at least it's better than lingering about, isn't it? I don't know why I've not bought anything off Vinted and I've not sold anything. I know a lot of people use it, but maybe if I did it once, I'd get used to it. But I've always used eBay here. No, as I say, I get mine from Awesome Books. But I mean, sometimes on the books, if you look on Amazon, it tells you the price, and then there's a little thing at the side that says other places you can buy it from, and then sometimes there's really cheap ones. I've never found anything I like on Vinted. Well, I did. I tell a lie. I found one dress that I thought were nice, but it was £30. And I thought, no, I'm not paying £30 for somebody's second-hand, you know. Sorry, but I'm too tight. My friend said they're really cheeky on Vinted, though. You put something up for sale for £5 and they say, will you take a pound? And she's like, no, I won't take a pound. No, as you say, I haven't bought anything from. Last thing I bought from eBay was one of those indigo moon jackets, but it's a thin one. It's not like the normal ones. The normal ones are like a proper walking out jacket. This one's really thin. Oh, you've booked your ticket, right? Yeah, I've got a ticket for the weekend, Val, but no, as I say, I've not bought anything or sold anything on Vinted. Yeah. It's just because I haven't done anything. They're all ironed and all hanging up in the spare bedroom, ready to be sold. But I haven't done any of them. I haven't took photos of them or anything. I need to wheel Paris. Yes, that's our Val. She fell over nothing. She don't know what she fell over. My niece doesn't know what she fell over. She thinks she slipped on those. You know when they put bobbly things near zebra crossings for anybody who's partially sighted, so that they know they're near. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, they know they're near the crossing, and she thinks she slipped on them on that. Yeah, it's Cinderella time. It's time for Bobby Bobies. Yeah, I'll try and do a video tomorrow. Actually, I can show you these books before I give them to my niece. Yeah. You got physio on Monday morning. Woo! Do they do anything or do they just give you a paper? Every time I go to physio, they give me a bit of paper with some exercises on it. Yeah, I am going. Yeah, I've done that much. It's looking very narrow, but it might be stretchy. But it definitely needs more rows. Definitely needs more. It'll definitely be finished before I go to the wool festival. Yeah, that's all they give you, a paper. Have you been doing your exercises? All right. And they don't do anything. I said to her, I'm not paying for a taxi to come all the way down here. I said, for you not to do anything. And she goes, oh, we don't do massage. We don't do anything anymore. I said, right, well, I'm not coming then. I said, if I've got to do it, I'll go and pay for an osteopath. I said, at least they handle you. They manhandle you. Right, peeps. You might get a video tomorrow or Monday. You might. I'm going to buy more yarn. I've actually ordered some. Before I found this in the garage, I actually ordered some that Amora uses. Is it called something with glitter in it? It's like a maroon with glitter in it. So I've got 2 or 3 dresses that have got maroon in. So I'll get round to the brown eventually. Yeah, you'll see I've got to finish off, sew the sleeves in and sort of do the cuffs on that other cardigan, and then that'll be finished. Another one finished, another one bites the dust. You waiting for laser on your feet? Yeah, I'm still waiting for an appointment to go about my back and my hips. God knows when that'll be. Yeah. Not holding my breath. I'll tell you what, my niece, when she fell, she was in Bath and she was in accidental emergency, in and out, Val. No long time waiting. X-ray done and everything, and out the other side. She said it must be a very upmarket place. Not like when hoi polloi standing there like 20 odd hours in A&E, like you were with Eric in Blackpool. No, she just said it was very, very upmarket in Bath. Right, good night, everybody. Thank you for your company, and I am going to go. My niece, she slipped and broke her ankle. She slipped on those, those bubbly things that you have at zebra crossings. So the disabled people, partially sighted people, know where the crossing is. She stepped on that and feet went from under her, and that was it. She broke her ankle. So good night, everybody. Good night, Diane. Good night, Dolly, Nathan, Lydia, Chris, whoever else is left, Val. Yeah. Yeah, not tonight, Val. I'm going to bed now. Okie dokie. Bye now.